videotape every day, Brian. Don't look. Thanks for coming. This is my information speech on coffee. What if I told you that something you're probably doing every single day could be saving your life and you didn't even know it? That'd be pretty exciting news, wouldn't it be? Well, if you drink one of the 300 million cups of coffee that we as Americans drink on a daily basis, then you're doing it. Research has shown that drinking coffee can provide many health benefits to us, ranging from cognitive function to muscle performance. Tonight, though, I'd like to focus on 4 areas in particular that seem to really be giving us the best results: our cardiovascular health, our liver, type 2 diabetes, and its effect on Alzheimer's disease. Before I get started, though, I thought we'd take a look back to whom we can thank for this magic potion. In the book called Starbucks, author Marie Burks tells us the legend of how coffee came to be. It is said that an Ethiopian man named Kaldi discovered his goats dancing after eating the berries off a plant that he didn't recognize. After eating the beans and dancing himself, he told the local monk of the story. The monk thought the beans contained evil and he threw them into the fire. Once he smelled the delicious aroma coming from the flames, the monk decided to mix the ashes with water, and this is believed to have been the first cup of coffee. So now we know where our brew came from, so let's talk about the effect on our cardiovascular system. The first area it seems to benefit from drinking coffee is our heart. Jeffrey Huntington, who wrote in 2014 about a study that consisted of over 1.2 million participants who were evaluated for their cardiovascular disease risk according to their coffee consumption. When they were compared to participants who drank no coffee at all, it was found that a 15% risk reduction was found in those who drank an average of 3.5 cups of coffee per day. Participants who drank only 1.5 cups per day had an average 11% risk reduction. So now that we've learned about the benefits we get in our heart, let's talk about our liver. The second part of our body, and perhaps the part that gets the most benefits from coffee, is the liver. In Science News, Nathan Seppa writes that coffee has a stunning effect against liver cancer. There was a team in Europe that reported that women who drank 2.5 cups of coffee and men who drank 3.5 cups of coffee each day were 72% less likely to develop liver cancer than those who drank less than 1/3 of a cup each day. In fact, when asked if he would prescribe coffee to his patients, UCLA physician Sammy Saab replied, "If they have liver disease, then yes." So far we've learned about our hearts, we've learned about our liver. Let's move on and see what we can learn about type 2 diabetes. The third benefit that coffee has been shown to lower the risk of type 2 diabetes in people. In fact, the article titled "Discovering Coffee's Unique Health Benefits," author Michael Downey writes that scientific studies have found that because of its chlorogenic acid content, coffee lowers the risk for type 2 diabetes by up to 67%. That's a huge number. And studies suggest that the number goes up even with more coffee consumption. So let's take a look at our last health benefit, which is how our brain is affected by coffee. The final health benefit of coffee I'd like to talk about is the effect it is showing to have on Alzheimer's disease. Coffee is said to protect the primary neuronal cells, and this in turn improves cognitive function and memory. This is really good because as we age, Alzheimer's hits more than 40% of us over 84 years of age. One study on mice even found that coffee consumption can reverse the effects of Alzheimer's. This could mean even better news for humans in the future. So in closing, tonight I've talked about 4 ways drinking coffee is benefiting our health. We're protecting our hearts, fixing our livers, and reducing our risk for both type 2 diabetes and Alzheimer's disease. Luckily for us, we do not have to join Kaldi and his goats in order to reap the benefits. With coffee shops on every corner and coffee makers in our kitchens, we're able to drink our way to healthy living in modern day life. Dave Barry had this to say about coffee. "It is inhumane, in my opinion, to force people who have a genuine medical need for coffee to wait in line behind people who apparently view it as some kind of recreational activity. This quote seemed particularly fitting for this topic. Thank you very much. Brian, can you get everybody? Oh yeah, this is where you clap.